Hello friends and welcome back to my channel, Blue Nose Trading. My name is Tori Solis and today I'm going to be working on making a new straw top tumbler design for my shop. I have a similar sip top tumbler design that I just love, but I wanted to design something for ice drinks that specifically featured a straw. Starting this project, I had two basic designs in mind. The first is my bulb-shaped thumb tumbler. For this design, I plan to create a bend in the rim of the cup with a hole for the straw to slide into. I like the idea of using this shape because it holds the most volume of my current forms. I personally enjoy a larger iced coffee tumbler, so there's room for the ice to take up the space that it needs. In my mind, the ice is not necessarily part of the drink, it's just part of making the drink work, like be cold. The downside is that the larger base of the bulb shape does not fit into cup holders. I like to add the dimple to the cup while it's fresh and wet on the wheel, though I will say that adding a dimple and adjusting the rim at the same time is tricky business. On a second attempt not recorded, the top of the pot flopped into itself from overwork. I think it would be better to let the cup firm up a bit before altering the shape if you want to help prevent collapse. The second design I went with was the skinny cylindrical thumb tumbler. Every time I make this shape, I'm endlessly grateful for my tiny hands. It would be a lot more difficult to make these if I had big hands. As it is, I have to scrunch up my hands really tight to get the height that I want while keeping the cup skinny and even. It's probably not the best thing for my hand health, but oh well, here we are. It's worth it to me to make that perfect skinny high volume ceramic coffee tube that fits just right in a cup holder. This also might be why when I get anything less than 5 stars on this design, I'm appalled. Like, I'm probably getting arthritis for you. This is a handmade commitment that you won't find on an assembly line mass-produced mug. My parts are much less replaceable and my work is much more fun. Both of these mugs are going to have a nice trimmed foot ring. There is so much back and forth on trimming feet between potters these days. One camp is all like, oh, we don't trim and we're so cool and we save so much time and we make so much more money. And the other camp is all like, oh, we trim because we honor our craft and true craftsmanship requires attention to details like the bottom of the cup. And I don't know, man, that's a lot. You can have craft and not trim. I trim personally because I resonate with the idea that it does add craftsmanship and attention to detail in my work, and I like the way the foot ring feels on my work. But let me be clear here, I don't care what anyone else is doing. Seriously, it doesn't matter. Y'all just make your pots however you want to. Trim, don't trim, or maybe you can invent some wild hybrid method of tending your bottoms. It's all cool as long as you're happy with the work that you're producing. My tools of choice for trimming my work are the Mud Tools Do-All Trim Tool and Soft Red Rubber Rib. I really favor the loop side of my trim tool, which I find kind of interesting. Honestly, the first years of learning ceramics, you try out a bunch of tools until you find like the 5 or so that you're going to build your entire career around. At least that's how it was for me anyway. I have about 10 small hand tools that I use almost daily, and everything else is just kind of fluff and toolbox void filler. Following the design of my sip top tumblers, I will be attaching a small slab to the skinny tumblers to create a slot for the straw. We will talk in depth about my straws later on, but for now what's important is that we remember that clay shrinks when picking a hole size for the straw. I'm going to use a hole punch that is a good bit larger than the straw. After punching the hole and smoothing out the edges, I'm going to attach the top to the tumbler with a score and slip attachment. For these ice drink tumblers, I'm also going to be making an opening at the back that's larger than my other designs to make space for the addition of larger cubes of ice. After attaching the top and giving the cup a bit more time to firm up, I'm going to go in with my trusty red rubber rib and smooth out the join. I find it's an important bit of craftsmanship to smooth out all of the joins, again thanking the universe for my tiny little hands and fingers that can handle all the small details of my work. I got a little crazy off camera and decided to attach a straw top to one of my hourglass tumbler designs, which is a design that I love and it's not nearly as popular as it should be. Very underrated in my shop for sure. It's one of those designs that I keep making because I love it, regardless of its lack of applause. In any event, I'm going to be glazing these with some standard studio colors, nothing crazy, so we're going to super speed through this glaze application because it's boring and literally like watching paint dry. Whee! Into the kiln. Oh good, now we can talk in depth about straws. Plastic is one of my mortal enemies, so I'm only going to be offering natural bamboo straws with my cups. These are organic, compostable, and reusable straws. If you hand wash and air dry your bamboo straw immediately after use each time, it could last for years. When it is time for a new straw, it's compostable. It's literally just a piece of bamboo, y'all. It's a stick. You can throw it out in your yard if you want to. Don't get me wrong, any straw will fit in there except for maybe a boba straw. So if you have a straw at home, you can use it, but I don't want to be an outlet for any more plastic in the world. Oh, and personally, I cannot stand metal straws. They are better than plastic for the planet, but the metal straw does not feel good to drink from, in my opinion. Oh, and I always feel like a metal straw is a real danger to your teeth, especially if you're driving. Maybe it's just my intrusive thoughts. Y'all do whatever you want out there, but my cups come with organic, reusable, compostable, natural bamboo straws. These tumblers came out just as I imagined they would. I decided that I like the skinny cylinder shape best, and I don't see myself producing these bulb-shaped cups. The level of the straw line sets the level of your coffee line, and I don't like that you're losing space here and also have no type of lid. With these also not fitting into cup holders and flopping easily in the creation process, these are just more trouble than they're worth for me. I'll probably throw this one off into a mystery box for some lucky soul out there, and you can order mystery boxes in my online shop, bluenosetreating.com. Moving on to these skinny tumblers, they're exactly what I had hoped for. I have them listed up in my shop as well. I made a selection of my best-selling colors, and if they do well, I may expand into more colors in the future. We'll just have to see what happens. Thank you so much for tuning in this week, y'all. If you'd like to help support my channel for early video access, you can become a patron of my work by subscribing here on YouTube or at patreon.com/bluenosetrading. For more ceramic art videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel, Blue Nose Trading. To find all of my current available ceramic work, visit my website, bluenosetrading.com. Thank you so much for hanging out with me until the end of the video. Remember that you have great ideas that are worth exploring, drink plenty of water, and I will see y'all in the next video.